Number 17. What is the value of the limit shown below? So for this one, we have a complex fraction, and we can't plug in 0 right now because we'll get a 0 on the bottom. So what we need to do is multiply the top and bottom by the common denominator of the two smaller fractions. So we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by 3 and 3 plus h. Now, when we multiply 1 over 3 plus h with 3 and 3 plus h, the 3 plus h factors will cancel, leaving behind 3. And so we'll have the limit as h approaches 0, and we just have 3. So now let's multiply negative 1/3 by this. When we do that, the 3's will cancel, leaving behind negative times 3 plus h. So this is going to be minus 3 plus h. And on the bottom, we can just write these together. So h times 3 is 3h, and then times, in parentheses, 3 plus h. So now let's distribute the negative sign. We're going to have 3 minus 3 and minus h. Don't forget to distribute that negative to the h. And on the bottom, we can just rewrite what we have as well. Now, 3 and negative 3, they add up to 0, so they will cancel. That gives us the limit as h approaches 0 of negative h divided by 3h times 3 plus h. Negative h divided by h is negative 1. So we could cancel the h, and that's going to leave a negative 1 on top. So we have the limit as h approaches 0, negative 1 over 3 times 3 plus h. At this point, we could use direct substitution. We won't get a 0 in the denominator. So we're going to have 3 times 3 plus 0. 3 plus 0 is just 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. So the final answer is going to be negative 1 over 9. So anytime you have a complex fraction, where you have fractions within a fraction, you want to multiply by the common denominator of the two fractions. You want to multiply the complex fraction, top and bottom, by the common denominator of the two fractions.